Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much on this wonderful spring day. It's finally here. The sun is shining on Lawrence Heights, which means that today I get to claim that the weather is a federal jurisdiction matter. Like when the weather's good, it's because the federal government. When the weather is really bad, it's one of these guys. Well, in all seriousness, it's an absolute delight to be here with you in the community. Lawrence Heights is a community that is close to my heart, close to the hearts of both Mike and Josh. We're here to provide some good news. Let me just touch on a few important themes, which I think Mike will expand on and Josh will expand on in a few moments. This great community, which is right in the heart of our riding, in the heart of our districts and wards, has a right to have good housing, good homes, good community centers, good educations for the children and the families that live here. And the work that I do, that we do right across government, is about providing support to the people of Lawrence Heights so that they can achieve the same goals that every other person in this city, in this country, can achieve. And the way in which we're trying to accomplish that is by identifying good infrastructure projects, which basically just means the things that I already touched on: good homes, good community centers. We've got a great community center right here in the backdrop, and to partner together to renew and to revitalize where appropriate. And federally, as many of you will know, and the people in my office, we are working hard every day to try and find ways to support that financially, through advocacy, and through partnership with all orders of government. I'm really privileged to get to work with two other elected representatives who I know share those values and who share the values of this community. And today we're going to take one really meaningful step closer to that goal as it relates to this community center, which is obviously a vital part of this community. I want to let you know, and last thing I want to do is steal Mike's thunder, because he's got the good news today. But I want to assure each and every one of you that following this announcement, I'm going to continue to fight hard to get the federal dollars into this riding so that we can match and partner what Mike's about to tell you. And I know Josh feels the same way. So without any further ado, let me welcome the Member of Provincial Parliament here, my friend, my colleague, Mike Colle.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday I was up at Rainey and the top end of Lawrence Heights, and it was hard to believe when I was looking at the buildings that have been constructed there that they're real. They're actually been built. People are living in them, and because many of you know, especially those more mature people know, the incredible opposition we had to the renewal and revitalization here. We had campaigns of signs and false information, all against investing in this community. So I know some of you that are new here weren't part of that awful period, but we had an assault on investing in Lawrence Heights there like we've never seen before. So to see the phoenix rise out of the ground up there on Rainey is, as I said, it's almost surreal that it's really happening. And so a continuation of that investment in the renewal and revitalization is what we're going to deal with today. And I just said this could not have been done because this is something that involves the federal government, the provincial government, and the municipal government. So when these things happen, it's almost like the icing on the cake. But to bake that cake and to get, it took so much work. And I would say Marco and Josh have just been relentless trying to get this through the federal processes and the municipal processes. I mean, because remember, you're dealing with with a federal commitment, you're dealing with all of Canada. You're fighting for dollars with the Yukon, with Newfoundland. They've got so many worthy projects in every one of those parts of Canada, never mind Ontario or Toronto. So it's very competitive. So for Marco, he had to browbeat, my ministers, federal ministers, and then Josh, again at City Hall, the same thing. Can you imagine how many needy projects that there are in a city like Toronto with so many diverse needs? But Josh gets great cooperation with Mayor Tory and all the staff people at City Hall. Again, so all that work you don't see. And really, this wouldn't have happened without them ensuring that this was a priority investment for the city and the feds. Okay, so that had to be there, or else the province would not partner with it. So I just want to, I think they deserve a round of applause for bringing us to this point. It is really the hours and the arguments, and anyways, they did it. So I'm here on behalf of the Minister of Infrastructure. Okay, so in Ontario, the minister in charge of building is Bob Chiarelli, and Marco's had conversations with him. And today I'm announcing really the harvest that we're cultivating here in this community. And the province has an investment strategy in building community hubs. Okay, so that's where this fits in. Again, they're all over the place. So here today, I'm glad to say we have been chosen as one of the community hub investments for the province of Ontario. So that Lawrence Heights has been allocated $14 million, which is the provincial share, one-third, that will fit into the federal program and the municipal program. So that $14 million is in the budget of the province of Ontario. It's been allocated, so that's hard money that's there to build this center, which is going to include an aquatic area, a double gymnasium with a running track, multi-purpose rooms such as weight room, dance room, administration, and office space. So it's not just a little add-on. This is a serious center, a multifaceted center that will be more, as I said, it's not just for recreation. It'll be a social gathering place, a cultural gathering place, administrative center. So this is a project in total, I think, is earmarked to cost about $42 million. So the first third is there. It meets the federal criteria and meets the municipal criteria, because one of the criterias federally and municipally is to deal with areas that are opportunity areas, vulnerable areas in different parts of the country. So there are some criteria here that have been met, because in some areas they don't need this type of investment. But as you know, from the revitalization and all the priority neighborhoods designation, we know we need to invest in this area, because there are challenges, and not, in some cases, not as significant as others, but there are certain challenges that they know this is a good place to invest money. Because when you put money into helping children, helping seniors, helping vulnerable, it's like Owen knows full well, the Pathways program. When you put that money into kids, the kids succeed. It's a pretty easy mathematics. So so the provincial government agrees with the federal and municipal government that this is an investment. Okay, you're investing in not only this physical space called Lawrence Heights, you're investing in the people of this greater community. So it's an investment in people, and those people will succeed because they at least get a chance to participate in this great city and this great country and province. So I just want to say that this is called a hub center, and I just want to, again, tell you that we have to promote the positive. In other words, you hear things constantly, whether it be in Lawrence Heights or anywhere else in the city, the media will jump on anything. But if there's good news, where are they? Because they know people sometimes don't pay attention to good news. They're always, oh, where's the fire today? You know, where's the accident today? But when there are good things, you have to spread that story to your friends and neighbors, because good news activates good people, especially our youth and others. You got to get them that good news. So today is a good news day, and it's really something that is going to be an investment in this whole part of Toronto, this hub, which will be second to none when I'm sure it'll be completed in the very near future. So again, thank you for being here, and I'll hand it over to the City Councillor, Josh Colle.
Thank you very much. It's always strange referring to him as Mike at these events, but thank you to MPP Colle for really what's an historic announcement for Lawrence Heights and the type of funding that we've been talking about. At least I have been for at least 8 years now in this neighborhood. And I think it's so exciting, as mentioned. You know, there were people back in 2010 who said this will never happen. You can remember a former mayor standing across from where those buildings are coming out of the ground saying, I will end this project on the first day of office. Even the most recent election, we had people say this will never happen. The Lawrence Heights development will never happen. There are people moving into those buildings in October, so it's happening. And to make this more real, we now have a provincial government and an MPP who's committed to $14 million that's going to rebuild a new community hub for us. So it's happening. So for anyone who's ever said it's not going to, they're wrong. They're wrong, and Lawrence Heights is being redeveloped. It's being revitalized. Revitalization is not a dirty word. It's a good thing, and it's happening. So I want to thank the MPP, who's always been an advocate for this community, and I pester him a lot on this community, but he comes through and has shown that he has today. And so we've got a provincial partner that's come through for Lawrence Heights. And I can't tell you, on the federal side, my first few years as elected official, I didn't even know if we had an MP in Eglinton-Lawrence. And now we have one that's at our events. He's out there and he's lobbying and being very active in trying to get these investments for Lawrence Heights. And Marco has been a real champion for this project. And so I think we want to thank him too.
Thanks, Josh.
And that's how these things get done. And I think the fact that you have 3 orders of government here, that's how things get done. And of course, working with TCH, with the development partner, but most importantly with you, with the community. That's why Lawrence Heights is being revitalized, and that's why it'll be a great neighborhood. And it'll be investments like this that draw people into the neighborhood. We're trying to break down the fences and the walls and the barriers that kept people out of Lawrence Heights. This will bring people into Lawrence Heights, and this provincial investment is so critical for that. This facility is 52 years old. And while we love it, it is old and has seen better days. Sean will tell you some of its aches and pains that this building experiences on a daily basis. And so we need an investment. And the City of Toronto has identified as a priority reinvestment and a facility that has to be replaced. And so now that process begins. And so this is good news for Lawrence Heights. It's good news for all the people that make up this neighborhood. And I know it's going to be a neighborhood, just like in Regent Park, people want to come and visit this neighborhood. And Lawrence Heights will be a neighborhood that people from around the city and the province will want to come visit.
Yes.
So again, thank you for this investment. I'm sure now the pressure is on Marco and I to make sure that the city and federal amounts that we know will come, and they will come. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your continued efforts. I'm in at 8 years at this point. I look forward to many more of continuing to make sure these investments are made, because we want to make sure that this neighborhood, that Lawrence Heights, is the envy of the entire city of Toronto, and this investment makes us get closer and closer to that reality. So thank you very much, and thank you for being here today.
Hey, that was great.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, we can answer them, and don't be reluctant to ask a question. So because that way, if you can clarify certain things, you can help share the news, because other people are going to ask you questions, right? So we want to make sure you share this news, and whether it be through your Facebook, Instagram, we need you to help share the good news, because that's what we're combating is all the fear and anger out there. We need good news. And as Josh said, this type of investment, this will be a focal point, which means that people from all over the surrounding neighborhood are going to be coming in to use the facilities. So it really opens the doors. And it's like, it'll be like a sort of a real destination point, a focal point for people in this whole general area. So it's a great way to celebrate the successes of Lawrence Heights.
Great.
Okay, thank you.